Hey Curvis, this is your host Jemmy. Welcome to the 76th episode 67, backwards, 76th episode of the Curve the Cube podcast. And this is a fun Pod Squad episode. We haven't done one of these in a while, and I really miss them. I miss my boys, Scotty Fusion and Captain KVJ, Jay Cintron, a lot. And it's just our schedules have been so crazy, so nuts for all three of us. All three of us are doing some pretty fun things, and we've just been really, really busy. But it's nice to finally sit down and reconnect and talk about some cool stuff. So, like, the beginning of the podcast is just kind of random chill. We're talking, we're laughing, we're goofing. Scotty showed up with an armful of presents for the little kids to put under the Christmas tree, even though it's May. So whatever. But he showed up with some fun surprises, and we had a great time. But we also talked a lot about, we call this the Netflix and chill episode. We talk about binging, binge watching, binge eating, binge drinking, and some fun stuff. What kind of shows do you like to sit back and relax and watch like a whole crap ton of at once? What can you really get cozy under the covers and watch? That's what we talk about, and it's a lot of fun, a lot of good stuff on this podcast. And this podcast is brought to you by my brother Gerard. My brother Gerard, he's brilliant. He's awesome. He's a lawyer. He's a business dude, and he can do some awesome consultations for you. So business, legal, stuff like that. Go hit him up. You can find him on Twitter at JGerard Inc. You can find him on Facebook at GL Esquire Consulting. You can call him at 786-531-9834 or email him at Gerard at GLESQ for Esquire, GLESQconsulting.com, or Gerard at GLESQconsulting.com. And let me tell you a little bit about him, why you want to hire him. He's so brilliant that he went to top schools like Harvard, like Columbia Law. You may have heard of these people. They're amazing. He's worked at Johnny Cochran's distinguished law firm. He's done all kinds of wonderful things, worked for big, huge firms across the world. So he's really smart, and he'll help you out. So go hit him up for your business consulting escrow needs. Thank you again to DJ John Hitta, as always, for the music bed. And follow Curve the Cube all over Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, Pinterest, YouTube. Also follow Scotty Fuse. Oh my nerves. Scotty Fusion. He's on Instagram and Twitter as Scotty Fusion. Sometimes there's an underscore, sometimes there's not. And Jay Cintron is most popularly at Captain KVJ. CAPT_KVJ. He also goes live most Tuesdays at 7:30. So if you're on Facebook, go look up Jay Cintron and catch him live, because he's done some fun, cool stuff. And with that, I'll say, shout out to my boy Jason Jaybird Pizza Pennington. It's his birthday today, so I want to make sure I give him a big fat shout out. And with that, I'll say sit back and relax. Enjoy this, the 76th episode of the Curve the Cube podcast. I'm your host, Jemmy, and this is a Pod Squad episode. Don't forget to Netflix and chill. Bye. Curve the Cube will now initiate.
Hands. Do you have any ice?
Do I have any ice?
Water?
Well, I set my
No ice.
I set my ice maker to go on today, so hopefully it did.
Well, if there's no ice, I'll drink this cold water.
In such case, as I will check.
Is this recording?
It is recording now.
You're
such a jerk. That's gonna sound awful.
Do you have any do you have another charger?
I do.
Can I borrow it, please?
Somewhere. Just use this one. Oh, actually, because my other one's at work.
I went to New York City.
Did I forget the...
Did you forget the what?
I did.
What'd you forget?
I had a special surprise in the car and I forgot it.
Is it in the car?
Yeah.
Then go get it.
It's not that big of a deal.
Well, you
No,
just
it's a
made a big deal
surprise.
out of it. Go
I'll
get
give
it.
it to you when we're done.
No! I want to know now. It's all I'm going to be thinking about. This whole time we're having a podcast. Surprise? What? Surprise? What?
I'll go get it.
Hurry up. Scoot your boot.
What? Yeah.
Scoot your boot.
Are you recording?
I am recording.
Is it still going?
It is still going.
Still going.
You're stop it! Thank you. You're such a jerk. So?
Okay.
I brought Pop Rock since we're talking about binge eating.
Oh, yeah.
quote-unquote entertainment for your whole mouth.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
Real
about.
popping action.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Pop it right in your mouth.
Get in my mouth.
Perfect.
Get in my mouth. We got
An assortment of flavors.
watermelon, tropical punch, or strawberry.
Anything but strawberry.
Well, I hate watermelon.
Okay,
so there you go.
there you go.
And you have a preference? Tropical punch or strawberry, Captain?
No, I don't care.
You tell me. Strawberry it is.
All right.
All right.
Hey, I trade you. I trade you some of your watermelon for some of mine. You know what I'm saying?
I dare you
What kind do you have?
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
No, I don't want your strawberry.
Why you not?
Because I just have real strawberries, and strawberries are so much better.
Strawberry.
I
have.
dare you to
What?
snort it.
Okay, now you're. That's
Get-
winning right there.
Get this on video. I'll do it on video.
No.
That would. Why don't I should suggest that for the other guys?
Oh, totally. Snorting
Yes.
Pop Rocks.
Yeah.
David
Or-
would do that in a second. Oh,
Who?
happy birthday shout out to Jason Pizza Pennington.
Who?
Jaybird.
Jaybird.
No. Happy birthday, bird.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
out of your
birthday.
mommy's vagina today. Oh, sorry, what?
What?
That wasn't the song? Those aren't the words?
No.
Oh, damn it. Happy
Birthday to you.
And your placenta too. What?
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, this is
All right. 1, 2, 3,
three.
Pop Rocket. Stop waiting my mouth.
Ah.
I haven't
Wow.
had Pop Rock in so long.
Mm.
You know, the kid
Oh my God.
from the Life commercial died because it exploded in his stomach. Mikey.
I heard he drank Pop Rocks with like soda or something.
Yeah. It exploded in his stomach and he died.
Actually, I've never seen them. It was really fun.
Give me some soda. Let me try it.
I don't have there's soda over there. Have you seen the
No
video?
ice.
Oh, I forgot you my shit. Have you ever seen the video where they put like a Mento
Yeah.
And
And the
stuff?
soda.
Just-
Yeah, it's cool.
explode?
Give me a Menso.
A Mento.
You know what we should have done? We should have done myths.
I like that. Next
Urban legends and
episode.
stuff.
I like that.
Myths.
Myths and urban legends and things that aren't
I
true.
thought you said myths, like a candy called myths. I'm like myths.
This is awesome. I haven't had this in years.
Me either.
I got it all over my tongue right now, and it's just popping.
It's in your beard. It's in your eyebrows. It's everywhere.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry I'm being a mess.
It's going everywhere. Oh, thank you, darling.
You're very welcome, darling.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's see. Go ahead. Take some soda.
That's not gonna work.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I can hear it in my ears.
Not just soda. Fanta orange soda.
Yeah, not just anything.
This is awesome,
we're
dude.
doing science here, people.
Pop rocks.
You know it goes really good with Fanta orange? Tito's vodka. Just saying.
Ooh.
Talk about binge drinking.
Duly noted.
Right? It's just all binging things to binge on?
Yeah,
this
totally.
podcast?
So take a drink. I want to see this Pop Rocks experiment. I'm being
Let's
serious.
go.
Oh, great. You're going to watch me die on
Yeah.
podcast. That's all right. All right. Here goes.
I got 911 on my phone.
I don't want to.
All right.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Thing.
All right, let's see this. Let's see this. All right, he just swallowed. He got it in his mouth right now. It's popping.
It's Jay with the play by
Uh-oh,
play.
he's turning blue.
Oh my God, my stomach! My stomach! It hurts! It hurts! Oh my God! Oh.
Scotty! Oh, this is great.
do anything. False. Myth busted.
Myth.
Myth
Busted.
like my appendix is busted.
No, we'll totally do a myth episode. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'm gonna write that down or type that down in my phone.
Baby, write that down. You know where I found these? At the dollar store.
You did.
3 packs for $1.
And I also want to say thank you very much, Mr. Scotty Fusion, for my new comic books. You brought
Yeah.
me Doctor Who.
Who?
Doctor Who.
Who?
Doctor Who.
Who?
It's like those eyeglasses. Is that what it is? Some eyeglass commercial? Have you ever seen it?
You could tell who's the fat boy here. He's quiet, eating his Pop Rocket.
He's licking that packet clean, folks.
and a SpongeBob.
Yes,
and
because
what did you get,
Saturday
Jay?
was
Yeah.
National Free Comic Book Day.
I can't believe this.
And I can't believe you didn't know that.
I'm just an idiot.
I mean,
apparently.
you're like one of the biggest nerds I know.
I
can't believe you didn't
mean,
know that.
I've had to almost turn in my nerd card a couple of times
Yep.
in the last couple of weeks.
Well, this
and
has to be added to
might
that
be,
list.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I can at least say I'm the only person in the room who's met a Doctor Who.
Who? I'm going to the doctor tomorrow.
Doctor Who.
You don't know him, so that's safe to say.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
For your stomach
Dr.
problems.
Pirelli,
that's
you know
right.
him?
Your
And the comic
experiment?
book Scotty Fusion got me is Captain KB. Oh, my bad.
What is it?
Captain America.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah,
Where
actually,
is it?
yours is a cool one because it's a double. Because if you read it one way, it's Captain America, and you flip it over the other side, it's
Black Panther.
right.
What?
It's the Black Panther.
You're like a Black Panther.
It's
Hello, if
Captain
anyone's a Black Panther,
America.
it's me. Hello. Not to get all racial and stuff.
Why is it all about race with you people?
All the time.
You people?
Thank you so much. These
You're
are awesome.
welcome. Don't say
guess
I
I'm
never
gonna
think
do
about
some-
you guys.
I guess I'm going to do some binge reading.
Binge reading.
Binge reading. I like that.
Yeah.
This is great.
I'm gonna do binge. Look at the pictures.
binge. Look at the binge.
That's what I'm
You
doing.
know what? It's been on my mind, on my very ever lengthening to-do list, to start reading Walking Dead comics.
Oh.
Speaking of binging, and so yeah, this will kind of gear me up to dive into those. I'm sure.
I don't know why I always thought you were a Doctor Who fan. You seem to be like the sci-fi.
You know what?
kinda-
There are a couple of things that I'm surprised I'm not, and it's not that I'm not a fan. It's that I haven't really been exposed to it before. So like Doctor Who, I didn't even know about it until maybe 3
weeks
years
ago.
About 6 minutes before I
You're
walked
right.
in the door.
No, about 3 years ago when I was listening to Nerdist podcast and they talk about Doctor Who a lot.
I'm really surprised though.
I know, and then I
know.
went to the Shock Pop Comic Con.
A year and a half ago.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Yep. All right, stalker. A year and a half ago with my brother, and it was fun. It's actually one of my earlier episodes, and I got to interview.
Oh, I remember in Fort
Yeah.
Lauderdale.
Yeah,
And
so
I was bummed that I didn't get to
I
go. And I was right across the
know.
street.
Yeah, so I got to, like, anytime someone was on a panel and stood up, was answering questions, I stood up and asked them something and kept my handy dandy recorder like right there and then move it all together for an episode. So I got to ask, I'm drawing a blank, Sylvester something.
Stallone.
No,
The
I
cat.
wish. He was,
Sylvester the
no, he was Doctor Who. I just
Oh.
can't think of his last name. And I got to ask him something. I got to ask Corey Feldman a question. That was weird. That was really weird because he had one of his like weird girlfriends on the stage. She was literally just sitting there doing nothing but looking really super cute with like a little short skirt and angel wings
Yeah.
and a halo. And she was just sitting there.
Was he dressed up like Michael Jackson style? Like
Or something from the
Um,
Goonies.
Because sometimes he dresses up like Michael.
Not like full on, but definitely the Corey Feldman stealing Michael's style.
With the hair and everything,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, it
Telling
was
you,
really
yo.
funny. Yeah, a bunch of them, but yeah, it was great.
Is that when you got to meet Ralph Macchio?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I remember a year and a half
Yeah,
ago.
and actually
And the guy
that's
from The
right
Walking
because
Dead.
I'm pretty sure I got it for Jason's birthday. I got him
You did.
the signed picture.
Right, the Karate Kid,
of-
yeah.
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 Ah.
Yeah.
Suddenly it all makes sense in the world.
Mhm.
again.
Well, the end of the month, this month, there's a big Comic-Con in Orlando,
There is.
and Adam West and Burt Ward are going to be there. And this
Oh.
is like the last time that they're going to appear together at a Comic-Con, so
Are
I'm
you
like, I got to
going?
go.
Oh.
I don't know if I can,
my
but I gotta
gosh.
do
Are you
it.
going to bring the?
I was
how
thinking
would
about
you?
it.
How would you even transport
tow
your
it.
Batmobile?
I tow it. But I definitely dress as Batman and go with Batgirl, and
You guys looked
Yeah.
hot on that motorcycle.
it looked cool. We were standing out in front of this comic book store in Lake Worth, promoting Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah.
And these two ladies rolled up on this purple motorcycle, and I looked at Batgirl, and she looked at me. I said, "That's your motorcycle." She's like, "I know."
Absolutely.
So these two ladies went drinking, and they came out and were like, "Hey, do you mind if we take a picture on your motorcycle? We're dressed as full Batman and
Right?
Batgirl." And they looked at us and they went, "All right."
Yeah.
So they took
Caught
a
'em
lot of
after some
pictures on it.
drinks,
It was
of course they're
cool.
gonna say
So
yeah.
Batman and Batgirl on a purple motorcycle.
That looked amazing.
It was
Wow.
cool.
I
Yeah.
think you now you need to go get yourself a bike.
Hmm.
It wouldn't be so. You're
Yeah.
really good on the hoverboard.
Right.
You're the first person I've ever seen on a hoverboard.
And it's not about my questioning my safety. It's all these idiot drivers down here in South
Oh,
Florida.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah,
man.
I've known 4 people who have died on motorcycles since I've been here,
Are
and
you
one of them was a
serious?
motorcycle cop. So yeah,
Are
Yeah, it's just not cool.
Yeah, motorcycles, honestly, they kind of...
No, my friend
Freak me
died,
out.
remember, about like 2 months ago, Timothy?
Yeah.
Motorcycle accident,
Yeah,
remember?
yeah.
Up in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He died, and then the maintenance guy from my dad's development passed away here in Boynton. That was the recent one, like
Really?
about a month ago in Boynton.
Yeah,
He died.
And it wasn't even his fault. He was going and a car ran the light.
Yeah,
And
between the old people, no hate there, but the old people and the snowbirds and the foreigners and all the people coming and, you know, that don't live down here and they drive like idiots.
I know. There's actually, I mean, I don't know if one of the stories was your friend, but there are 2 stories, like, within 2 days of each other, I think. To the point where I thought it was the same story at first, but yeah, it was a guy and a girl on a motorcycle, got hit by, I don't know if it was a drunk driver, just someone not paying attention, I don't know, but got hit and one of them died. And it's like, oh my gosh, you know?
Oh, was that the motorcycles or were those bicycles? I thought they were biking from
That
Key
was another
West.
story,
Oh,
yeah.
That's
So this
crazy,
the ones
man.
the Key West one happened like just the other day, I think,
Key
right?
West in New
The
York,
one-
they were biking. They got hit right on like Okeechobee
Right.
Military or something
Yeah,
like that.
PGA.
Yeah, PGA. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep.
That's another thing I worry about because my son's dad, he's into bike riding a lot, right? And so he hasn't been doing it as much lately, but you know, he takes Jordan out on his bike, which is great. I think it's awesome, but also terrifying.
Motorcycle or bicycle?
Regular bicycle, but still, it just, you know, because he goes onto regular streets and stuff.
Maybe I'll buy my ex-wife a motorcycle.
Well, you
You could edit that out, right?
I plead the fifth. I ain't getting
I don't hear anything. I don't know what you're talking about. The only motorcycle injury I've only been on a bike once, maybe twice.
Mm-hmm.
And the only motorcycle injury I've ever had.
Did you burn your leg on the tailpipe?
Yes.
Yep.
And it was the very first time. It was in college. My friend wanted to just take a quick trip to the store or something. So I'm like, I'll go. I've never been on a bike. That sounds fun. I had no idea. And so we get to the gas station, and I get off the bike, and totally, as I was dismounting, it was awful.
Wow.
I had a bike when I lived in Chicago, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And I had one near
I
miss
can
accident
see that
on
with
it.
that
Yeah.
with that mullet
mullet?
party
Yep.
hairstyle.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can totally see it.
Oh yeah. I rocked
Pull a
it.
bullet in the wind.
Yep. And I mean, I loved the bike, and I had a near miss on it, and it scared the hell out of me, and I said, I don't need this, and I got rid of it. So,
It's just a frightening concept. It's like you're flying down the road at 70, 80 miles an hour, or some of them.
Yeah.
Right? And it's nothing but between you and the pavement.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
And I always thought, you get a blowout and a motorcycle on your front
exactly.
wheel, you're gone. I mean, a car
Right.
you can pull over, you're fine, but something happened, your front wheel locks up, you are airborne.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah. And not only that, like you said it earlier, 9 times out of 10, you're not even the cause of the accident.
Yeah.
Right.
Somebody else is.
Right.
But what's protecting you?
Right.
You know.
Right.
Even if you have a helmet, it doesn't matter.
Like, I even get
Done.
nervous when I'm driving my car and I see someone driving their motorcycle or riding their bike or whatever. I get nervous to be beside them just because, even though I'm a really, really good driver, like, God forbid something, like, runs out at me like a squirrel or a dog or something, and I'm just jerk in the moment. You know, if I hit another car, that's one thing, but if I hit flesh, oh, God.
I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry. I'll hit the squirrel.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
don't-
saying in that. Trust me, if I had a lucid moment between squirrel and human, I would choose squirrel.
But
I'm
your
saying
knee-jerk
like,
reaction is
yeah,
to avoid
like
whatever's on the road.
whatever's just jumped out at you, and it's like I would
I don't
hit
know.
the
Forget the
person.
squirrel. You know what I mean? Roadkill.
Thank you, Kimasabi. I appreciate it.
I appreciate. Oh, that really mean. Oh, dang it!
You're so
I just
insightful.
decapitated your son's toy.
Thank you for that.
Oh snap!
Better get literally snap.
He,
His throat came off.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah, Steve Harvey with hair.
Oh.
Steve Harvey with no hair.
Yeah, it's a turtles. One of the turtles' friends. I don't know.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, one of
Nice.
the friends.
Woo!
Not really.
What's up, my people? I love you.
Oh, that's a sewer that you were playing with.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
a
get
sewer.
it now.
I didn't know that was a sewer. I kept on putting my finger in the sewer. That's
Wow.
Yeah, baby.
pudding. I thought it was pudding.
That's what
Oh,
they're calling
Jay,
it
that's
now.
not a sewer. Ah.
I mean, I know it's dark and damp, but
Hey now.
It's a toy store. I didn't know what it was. I'm looking at it. But this is Lego, right?
No, it looks like Lego. It's like a knockoff brand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuegos.
Fuegos.
Not
Fuegos.
Awesome. Legless.
This is awesome. I love coming here. I get to touch with the toys.
This is great. Well, maybe I need to binge watch some Doctor Who because Doctor Who, I understand, has like many seasons.
Oh, tons.
Like tons.
I mean, it goes back to like the 70s, I believe, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was at a PalmCon. I don't know, 6 months or so ago, I guess now, and there was a, what do they call it? The TARDIS. Is the TARDIS the name of the?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that the phone booth?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
TARDIS.
So they had one there, and that was fun. I went inside and took a picture, but I kind of felt like I was lying to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Poser.
Yeah, totally a poser.
Yeah, because I really thought like same thing like Scotty. I would, yeah, she's in Doctor Who.
You would think.
That's like me taking a picture with Billy Corgan. You know, it's like.
Oh, fuck you!
I never listened to a single Smashing Pumpkin song, but I am hanging out with Billy Corgan talking jazz.
I hated you so much in that moment. I hated you so much. In fact, hold on. Let me show you. So I can prove my point.
So she's got to prove her point right now, my people.
Jenny has left the room.
She just left the room to go to the other room.
To prove a point.
Just to prove a point. I mean, literally.
It's an important point.
What's the point?
A little bitty doo bitty dee dee dee.
The point is...
The point is...
Uh-oh, here we go.
I'm telling you, my
you
son
are
has
never
a
going to fit in
smashing...
that, but I would pay to see that.
It's my son's Smashing Pumpkin shirt.
She got a Smashing Pumpkin shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's never worn it.
Is that...
Because he only wears his Spider-Man.
You put that on, be smashing your pumpkins, if you know what I'm saying.
No, that's true. That's true. Fun experiment. But yeah, I'm such a fan. I was so jealous of you. So jealous of you. I used to listen to Smashing Pumpkins music. Actually, this is a funny story. So I was maybe in like 9th or 10th grade. I don't think I've told you guys this before, but I was in like 9th or 10th grade. Again, huge Smashing Pumpkins fan. So I'm getting on the bus after school, and there are these two kids arguing. And they're arguing to each other about... Now, keep in mind, I went to I'm going to say predominantly white school, but my brother and I were like the only pieces of pepper and a huge salt shaker, to be honest with you. So, just laying the foundation for the story. So, these two kids are arguing with each other about why white people love black people's music, but black people never like white people's music, right? So, they're like arguing about this. And I'm walking by, minding my own business. And the one who's arguing that black people never like white people's music, he elbows me and he says, like you probably hate white music. I didn't say anything. I just slowly turned around so he could see the Smashing Pumpkins patch on my backpack. And he just goes, oh. That's right. I sat down.
But isn't Smashing Pumpkins, isn't there like an Oriental guy in it?
The guitarist, there was a guitarist, but the founder, the driving force of it.
Yeah,
really cool.
yeah, I know who he is. Yeah,
There's no
come on.
Oriental guy in there.
Yeah, he was the.
Yeah, there was a
Chinese
dude.
Guitarist.
See, I thought you were a fan. You don't even know the name of it?
I can't. I'm drawing it.
Oh wow, yeah, big fan.
Yeah, if I hadn't just been gifted these wonderful comic books,
Big fan.
I'd be slicing a.
Oh yeah, I'm a fan. Yeah.
You're so
I'm a fan.
annoying.
Yeah.
She likes Billy, and that's all.
His teeth though. Oh, swoon. Seriously, the disarm. I'm not joking. The disarm video. There's a line where he's singing, and you can see his teeth, and they're just so sexy. They're like vampire teeth.
This is the first time I've ever heard a female talk about a dude's teeth being sexy.
They're so sexy.
Never heard of that.
All right, speaking about being sexy, here's just a funny random
They're like
story.
Kirsten Dunst's teeth. You know what I'm
Alright.
talking about? The little point. Anyways,
Pointy
go ahead.
teeth, yeah. So sexy. The other night, I'm laying in bed, and my wife looks over at me, and she goes, "You should get a pair of sexy glasses to make me want to do you more."
Oh,
and I
hey
had
now.
partaken a little bit before I went to bed, and I was
Yeah.
feeling no pain. And so all of a sudden I started laughing my head off. She goes, "What's so funny?" I said, "Maybe I should just get a pair of Testicle spectacles.
Testicle
And I thought it was the
spectacles.
funniest thing that I ever said. And I was laughing my ass off. Like, she's like, "Are you high?" I'm like, "As a matter of fact, I am."
I can totally see that.
Spectacle testicles or testicle
Testicle
spectacles.
spectacle.
Mhm.
I bet you that's a thing.
That make you want to do me more?
I bet you anything that's a thing.
I knew.
You can edit that part out, right?
I could.
Okay.
You should know better, Scotty.
So happy podcast, everybody!
Happy
What's up,
This
podcast?
is May. Is it May? We're in May.
We are in May.
2016.
Yes, it's May the 10th.
And we've been a little derailed, but we're going to try and get back on the
I
rail
know,
now.
it's been a while since we've done this.
Yeah.
I know it's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's mostly been my fault, and I apologize.
No, man, we a team.
No, it's Scotty's fault.
There is no we in team, but there is a me, and it was my fault.
Wait, it was, you know, it was Jimmy's fault.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm so busy.
So
No.
thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next month.
That's it.
Bye-bye.
End of podcast.
From the that's it.
Really close.
See you later. Be good. So, by the way, you know who it is. This is Papa J, Minister PJ, Captain KVJ up in the house.
Yo, this is Jemmy.
And it's her
Jemmy.
house.
Jemmy number 5.
Jemmy number 5.
There you go. And Scotty Fusion rocking the sofa over here.
Who needs a shirt that says, I'm Scotty Fusion, damn it.
Damn it. I'm Scotty Fusion, damn it. Everybody knows the name, no one knows the face. I got a great face for radio.
Such a beautiful face, darling.
You have a beautiful face for radio.
Oh my gosh. Captain KVJ, Scotty Fusion.
Oh my God! Scotty Fusion! Oh my God!
I missed it just the other day.
This is
so funny.
I can't believe it. I look for you guys all the time. You know? Oh my God. Hey,
Here,
look
take
at
a
everybody.
picture of me and my friend.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm looking at Scotty. Scotty's looking at me. I'm like, oh, I'm flattered. And
Yeah.
he kept on and kept on. And, oh, I always look for you guys. And, okay. All right. I always look for you guys.
Will you take a picture of me
yeah,
and my
'cause they're
wife?
friends. Yeah. No problem.
Take another picture with me.
We lunch ladies.
Oh yeah, lunch ladies. That's what.
Oh yeah, you work. Oh yeah, when we go to work early in the morning, so we don't get to see you guys, but we listen to you guys. You guys are great, honey. Scotty Fusion and Captain KVJ. Yeah, I was like, okay.
That was pretty funny.
That's great.
Yeah, that was a
fun.
recreation of Rosalita's on Cinco de Mayo.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a good party.
Yeah.
It
that
was
pretty
good.
Funny.
It was fun.
Oh, so should we talk about binging?
Binging, baby. I love to food binge.
I'm a poop binger too.
You're a poop binger?
Poop binger.
I
What
like
does
that.
that mean? Like you,
I
you
poop
wait,
for hours.
You hold it on,
For
you hold it
hours.
for like a week?
No,
and then
no,
you just
no.
put
I
it
just.
down?
Oh, I guess that's kind of what it would mean, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I store it up and then I.
Throw it up.
Did your poop shoot?
No, there's no storing.
Oh, you're just,
It's just
that
I'm
productive.
so full of shit. It just always.
Pebbles.
Yeah.
Bloop, bloop. Grenade.
Wow. Binging.
Binging.
Binge watching. Let's start with binge watching.
All
TV.
right.
How about
All
that?
right. So, let's see. The last show that I really binge watched was Orphan Black
Yeah.
in preparation for season. What was that?
What?
What was that? Jimmy just flicked his tongue out at me in a very suggestive way.
And I missed that.
No,
It's the pop rock.
Pop rock.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Now
I
I'm
just-
turned on.
I just
Right?
that was something on my there was
That's all
something
it takes, just mentioning
okay,
Orphan Black.
there
and
was
you're
something on
already
my
ready to
tongue,
go.
so I had to, pull out my tongue like
That's
the
what she
lizard
said.
while she was looking at me, and I didn't want those things. And
We deadlocked
she
each
said
other's
Orphan
eyes.
Black, and I'm like,
Wow. I'm about to binge watch this. Up in here.
oh my gosh.
Wow, that was weird. But better you than me, Jimmy. That's all I
Oh
can
God!
say. Yeah.
So damn it!
Her eyes lit up like a Christmas tree, like, oh my gosh, what was that?
That would be an interesting place to put Pop
my
Rocks, though. Wouldn't it? I would have to stop at the dollar store on the way home. Honey, I got so many to do.
All right, you killed Jay. You
Oh
killed
my gosh. Ooh,
He's laughing now, but he's thinking about trying it later. You'll
Be
see.
like, honey, if you thought testicle spectacles was a good idea.
Pop rocks.
Get your rocks off. But
Get your rocks off. That's funny.
Oh my god.
What flavor?
Binging!
Binging. Cherry flavor.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were binge watching Orphan Black in preparation for season
Four.
Four.
Right? I think 4.
Four.
I think it's 4. Yeah. Season 4. And so anybody who doesn't know Orphan Black, it's one of the best shows I've ever seen. And I wanted to start off with it because all 3 of us in here have actually seen it.
Well, you have turned it on to both of us.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I am the Orphan Black delivery service.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's our fault.
So I wonder if my brother actually turned me onto it. But what I love about Orphan Black, so when I was a kid in 6th grade, I got this book report assignment, right? And basically the teacher said, go to the library, pick any book you want, and write a book report. I'm like, sweet. So I go to the library, and I see the spine of this book that looked interesting. It was called Anna to the Infinite Power. And I read that book, loved it. Essentially, it's about a girl who doesn't know that she's a clone. And Jay, what is wrong with you? Dying over there. What is the matter with
He can't stop thinking about the punani rocks. I have a feeling he's tried it.
Oh my god,
and
a
he's got
fetish
story.
company needs to come up with punani rocks.
Punani rocks.
Please, any fetish company listening to this, pop rocks, whatever, come up with a subline. Like,
Wow.
Jay's like,
He has lost it.
breathe, Jay, breathe. Oxygen. I can't even.
And I can't look at him because otherwise he's going to make me laugh.
Jay!
Keep on with your story.
Can't! No! Alright, I'll try my best.
You wrote a book?
I didn't write a book, I read a book.
A book report.
Right, the binder.
I read a book. Anyways, I loved it so much that I read it in 7th grade and in 8th grade as well. And if today I could go back to my school library and pick up that exact copy, I would do anything. So that would be awesome. But, so somewhat similar premise, but that's why I love Orphan Black so much. It's a really, 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 really good show. This girl, Tatiana Maslany, plays like a gazillion different characters.
She's a great actress.
She's unbelievable.
And super cute.
Super
Yeah,
cute.
she is.
Super cute.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite clone?
It's got to be Allison.
Allison?
Yeah, she's my favorite.
Yeah?
She's just so crazy.
I know!
Yeah.
I love the
hysterical.
Russian girl.
Oh yeah, well her too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Allison's my favorite.
I don't know. I think Casima's my favorite.
Mm.
I like Casima because she smokes the wacky tobacco. She's a super science nerd. She has faux dreadlocks like I have real ones. So we kind of have a thing
All you need is a
there.
pierced nose and a girlfriend, and you'll be all set.
I know. So I was thinking about actually dressing up as her for Halloween this year. I think that'd be fun. But I don't know if enough people would get it.
Probably not.
Probably not.
But it's okay. I'll just hang out with you guys, and you'll call me Casima all night.
Okay.
There you go.
Deal.
It works. How about you? What do you like
Happy
to...
Halloween.
Ugh.
Trick or treat.
Yeah, how about me? Binge?
I can't look at Pop Rocks ever the same way ever again. Just letting you know. They're
Me?
forever ruined.
Well, I like science fiction.
Yeah.
And so I love like Eureka. You ever seen Eureka?
Mm-mm.
It's about like a city that's basically all about science. And basically you have this one sheriff who comes from one county to another, but that one county is all science. So everything there when I mean science is has to do with science. So they create all this stuff. They have like nuclear bombs and like there's always an adventure and like they could go back to the future and the past and like sometimes you don't know who's
one
who.
Isolated community?
Yeah, and it's great. It's called Eureka, and it was on the Sci-Fi Channel. So I remember I found it one time on Netflix, and I had to watch every single. I think there's like 3 or 4 seasons. I had to watch every single episode. I mean, I binged, like, watched that for days.
Yeah.
Until it was over. Went back, watched it again.
What? Do you know who originally had it on? Like, what channel it aired
Yeah,
on?
it was on the Sci-Fi.
Was it on Sci-Fi?
It was on Sci-Fi Channel. Yep.
Oh, you know what? I think I actually do remember this.
Yeah, it was good. And the other one was like around the same timeline was Warehouse 13. I used to love Warehouse 13. You ever seen it? They would take artifacts. They would find artifacts that basically would, like, let's say they will find like a
skull.
Yeah, but basically like they will have history stuff in it, like let's say Martin Luther King's jacket, and they would have some type of power or something. So they had it in this warehouse, but then the bad guys would come and like they were trying to take artifacts out to use it for bad. Yeah. So their thing was to protect it. Then sometimes they had to go and find the artifact. They heard there was an artifact that belonged to JFK, and they had to go find it because it was basically like something that had like a curse on it, and if you would touch it, you would turn into stone. What? So they had to take it. Oh, it was pretty awesome. It's called Warehouse 13. And there was a big warehouse with different stuff. And every so often, something would come out of the vault and was just bounce around. Oh, it was pretty neat.
You know, I can't help but think of when you're telling me about Warehouse 13, and it's probably totally different, but I immediately started thinking of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Did you ever watch Buffy when you were younger? No. I never watched it, but my college boyfriend Armand, shout out Armand, he turned me on to it, and we like binge watched. That was probably my first binge watching experience, because this was before like Netflix and stuff. I think it was on like, I don't know, TBS or one of those channels, and we like one of those channels like runs something like all day long, you know, and we would just sit there and watch it all day. Yeah. Pretty fun. That's like,
that's like now you could turn on USA or turn on Ion TV all day long. They have Law and Order.
Right.
You can watch all Law and Order.
I used to do that. I used to have SVU in the background
all the time. Long. It's like all the time.
And shout out to Amir Arison, who's been on SVU and was a friend of mine.
What up?
Yeah, no doubt. What's up?
So when you binge watch these shows, do you literally sit down and watch the first one to the last one straight through, or do you tease yourself? You're like, I'm only going to watch 2 episodes tonight, and then I'll watch 2 episodes tomorrow.
No, the only 2 episodes.
I watch the whole thing until I fall asleep, and then once I'm like tired,
for real,
I just got it. Then I'll say, okay, I'll watch 1 episode, then I'll say, okay, I'm done, because I won't be able to finish the next one. Then the next night, I'll get home from work, and I'm like, boom, I'm back on for the next one.
The bad thing is, though, when I'm doing that and I fall asleep, and then I have no recollection of the last episode I watched, and so I have to watch it again. And sometimes I'll be in this pattern where I'll remember to start binge watching so late that I end up watching the same episode like 3-4 times before I can move on.
That's happened to me. And then you don't realize you're watching that episode until like towards the end. Like, I've seen that. I know what's gonna happen.
My brother wonders why I've been stuck on the same season of Archer for like 3 years. I'm like, I'm sorry, I just can't move on. I just can't get through it.
Well, I mean, the last binge watch, before Orphan Black was probably, I totally binge watched Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah.
And it was so good that I didn't want to watch every single episode because I wanted to save some for the next day.
Right.
And it's like, I should just watch one more. No, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to go to bed. And then, so I teased myself for the longest time. Because I was one of those late bloomers who didn't jump in on like season 1 when it first came out. So I didn't start watching it until after the last episode had already aired.
Oh, really?
So that's when I started getting into it. I'm like, wow, this is freaking awesome.
And that's the tough part, because at the same time, you're trying to balance that with watching it fast enough so it doesn't get spoiled.
Right. And it was awesome.
It was really good. With Breaking Bad, I think I started watching it, I want to say it was probably the middle of the 2nd or 3rd season. And my brother, I bring him up a lot because he knows what kind of stuff I like, and he gets mad at me when he's made the same recommendation 15,000 times and they finally jump in on it, and he's like, I told you so. And so with Breaking Bad, I watched like the first couple episodes and I was like, really, but my brother's really pushing me to like this, so I'm like, I'll watch a couple. By like the 3rd or 4th, I was like, I'm hooked. I'm in.
After the very first one,
loving this.
Because I didn't want to watch it. I had no desire to see anything about drugs and meth and blah blah blah. And my son had seen it. I'm like, I was pissed that he saw it. And then one night I came home and Lindsay had turned it on. I'm like, what are you watching this crap for? And it was on, and the next thing I know, I'm sitting on the arm of the sofa.
You can't move.
And the next thing I know, I'm sitting on the sofa. The next thing I'm like, shh, don't talk.
Yeah.
I'm watching this, and I got so hooked into it. It was so awesome. It was
Bryan
such a great
Cranston
show.
was amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. He was in Malcolm in the Middle,
Yes,
right?
he was
the
the
dad.
dad.
Yeah, and like totally different roles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he looked different and
different
everything.
roles.
It's like, I only seen, to be honest with you, I only seen one episode.
Yeah.
And we were gonna binge watch it. It was me and my ex-wife.
Yeah.
And I remember we played it on, and it was the first episode that I guess he discovered that his student, right? Was it?
Jesse.
And he goes to this house, and this girl jumps out the window.
Yeah.
Then he ends up in this
That
the
was
mobile
like,
home.
first or second episode, maybe?
Yeah.
Then he goes, and then like the guy, he's gonna kill him, and then he kills the two dudes.
Yeah.
And that was the only episode I seen because I was married.
Aww.
But that's
Well, you know
first
what? You can build new beautiful memories by watching it
There
now.
you go.
No, I'm not watching it.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm
It's
almost
all
ready to go
good.
back and watch it again.
I could
Yeah.
definitely watch it.
I mean, that episode 1 was probably one of the greatest first shows ever, you know, as far as
really good.
it was great.
It was really, really good.
And now I'm kind of doing that with Better Call Saul. My wife doesn't want to watch this one, but I do.
Yeah.
So I could sit down and watch 2 or 3 at a time and just buzz right through it.
So with Better Call Saul, have you heard of this, Jay? So Better Call Saul is a spin-off, but it's a prelude to Breaking Bad. It takes
it's
place
interwoven. It's both a prelude and a postlude.
Yeah, but that's true
Because it starts out him working in a Cinnabon.
You know how many
after
times I had to rewatch that initial scene because I'm like, is that him?
Mhm.
I'm not sure. But so the thing is with Better Call Saul, it's a related show,
Mhm.
but very different stylistically, like very different.
The same guy.
Yeah.
Well, not Bryan Cranston. The
Same
lawyer,
lawyer,
the lawyer
yeah.
that they had.
But same
who
writer,
wasn't-
same producer.
Yeah. So that show, it's a little weird for me. Like, there's some shows I'm like, I don't know if I'm enjoying this. I think I'm bored, but I can't stop watching. And
Yeah.
like, I have to keep going. And what I really love is how well they've developed the backstories of these
Mhm.
characters.
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my
Yeah,
gosh!
that's what's really so
Had
interesting about it.
no idea that they were going to be able to put this much into his
Mhm.
backstories.
Right.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. I love it.
Mhm.
So I agree. Better Call Saul is a good one.
Awesome.
And then,
I was going to say, and the other thing that I'm currently binge watching is Schitt's Creek. SCHITTS Creek.
SCHITTS. Okay.
Apostrophe S. Schitt's Creek.
Okay.
And it's with Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara.
I love
And it's
Eugene
written
Levy.
by Eugene Levy and his son David, who plays his real son on the TV show.
No way.
And it's a comedy. It's so freaking hilarious. It's one of the best shows I've seen in a long time. The writing is fantastic.
You know another show I've heard really good things about? Fargo. I haven't seen it yet. Have you heard?
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I
I've
haven't
heard it was
seen
really good also.
Yeah, I didn't even see the movie. Did you
Isn't
guys
that a
see the
movie? Yeah, I didn't like
Yeah.
the movie.
Oh,
I
jeez.
seen it years ago.
You didn't like it? No.
No, I didn't like it. I remember renting it at Blockbuster, and
That-
I was
that-
like,
that is like
I
a
put it
time
on, and I'm like, eh,
Blockbuster.
Yeah, it was a great movie. I like it.
Oh my god.
It's alright.
Blockbuster.
it's over.
And then what else? Oh, another movie show that I just recently discovered. I've only seen I think the first like 3 episodes, and it's really strange. But especially for you, Scotty, I highly recommend it. It's called Mr. Robot.
Huh.
It's really, 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 really good. It's basically, to use Jay's word, basically, it's like.
Okay, basically. Okay.
Do I owe you like a nickel?
Yep.
I throw you a nickel every time.
That's a nickel.
He's like, basically. Damn it! There's my word again. He's I don't know how to explain it, but like he's going up against like the powers that be when it comes to. It's almost like Anonymous, but not. I don't really know how to explain it, but I think you'd really like it. So, Mr. Robot, I
see
think,
if I can find
yeah,
it.
and the acting's really, really good in that show.
Speaking about really, really good acting, the
Yeah.
other one that I also enjoy binge watching that I've been away from for a while and I look forward to getting back into is House of Cards with Kevin Spacey.
I've
that
heard good
man
things about it. I've
can
never. Is
freaking
that on
act.
HBO?
Oh my god,
Is it?
yeah, I think so.
That's why I've never seen it.
Yeah. Is it
Never seen
HBO? Yeah, I think
HBO.
it is. Oh my god, what a show.
So, what's going on with you?
My back.
Your back hurts?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You alright?
No, I'm good.
Need me to bring in a masseuse?
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm calling right now.
Okay.
Alright. We'll be right over. It's a dude.
It's alright.
As long as he brings Pop Rocks.
I was
it's all
gonna
good.
say! likes his Pop Rocks.
Papa's Rocks.
Papa's
Papa
Rocks.
J Rocks.
Papa J Rocks.
Papa
That's
J
what's up. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Papa J Rocks. And then, of course, I can't talk about binge watching without bringing up Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you've seen it, have you, Jay?
Nah, I try to watch it a few times to do homework, but so we could do the podcast. But
yeah, I've watched the first episode because everybody talked about it. How great was it? I said, all right, I'll watch it. I could not get into it.
You know
at all.
what? I think
not my thing.
I wonder if it would be the same thing for you that it was for me with Breaking Bad. Like, it took me, 3 episodes to get into Breaking Bad. I was hooked on Walking Dead from like shot 1.
It scares me. I'm not a big fan of blood and guts and zombie apocalypse and
what? That's where the
freaked
fun
me.
starts.
He's walking through the hospital. I mean, the whole thing just scared me, made me very uneasy. I can't watch it.
I know, but it's so good.
It's
so good, and it only gets worse from there.
Yeah.
That's what's amazing about the show. And what else is amazing about the show is that it's not the zombies that are the problem. I mean, they're a big problem, but it's the people. And so that's what has me hooked, because it's not just a show about zombies. That would get old. But even though I'm a huge zombie fan, I can't believe I just said that. But it actually would kind of get old. But it's about the people and what dicks people can be when there's an apocalypse going on, when everyone's short on food, short on medicine, short on shelter, short on everything, right? Short on laws, right? Everything's lawless. So that's what makes me love the show so much.
Yeah.
And the relationships between the people. I rarely cry my eyes out watching a TV show. This TV show has made me cry my eyes out 3 times, like solid cries.
Wow.
To the point where I rewound it, watched it again
Just to cry.
No, because I was crying so hard I had no idea what happened right after, and then it happened again. I had to rewind it again.
Wow.
So good.
Yeah.
It's so
That's awesome.
good.
See,
Not my thing.
we over here talking about like newer shows, but like
Yeah.
I go back and like watch old classics.
I
too.
know you like me.
Like
right?
I
Me
love
channel?
watching I love Me TV. I love
TV.
watching Sanguli and all that
Sanguli.
stuff, and I just
Wait, what's Sanguli?
he's from Chicago. He's like
it sounds pretty cool. Like
like Elvira. Like if you're watching like a Elvira show, you know what I mean?
show?
Elvira,
Oh, Elvira.
Princess's Ark.
Anyway, and then you watch it, and then you get to watch the black and white.
Show.
I love
What's
black
the
and I love black and white horror movies and stuff like that. I just love them. They're the best.
Yeah.
I just love them. I could watch them all day long. I love it.
Like old Dracula. And
All
stuff
that, just all that. Dracula, all that.
Thing.
The Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. I love all those types of movies. You know,
you
The
do.
Thing. I love all that.
You want to be attacked by a 50-foot woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the podcast.
And then so like I love watching binge watching stuff. So I remember when I was growing up, I was a big Incredible Hulk fan.
Yeah.
Because that's what I grew up on. And so due to the fact that now we have the great Netflix and we have the internet, you could watch any episode you look for. And so I'll watch every single, and I have it, don't get me wrong, I do have them on DVD.
Yeah.
But I've watched every single Incredible Hulk TV show, like, and I've done it binge, just basically like, I'm homesick, and I'll have nothing to watch, and I'll watch it. Or another thing is, another TV show that I've done it with, Chips. I love Chips.
Wait. Going back to the Hulk, Lou Ferrigno.
Yes.
Are you a bigger fan? Was he a wrestler?
No,
Ever?
he was a bodybuilder.
He was a bodybuilder. Okay.
Right.
I was wondering if you were bigger, because for some reason I thought he may have been a wrestler too.
No, there is a wrestler named Hulk Hogan.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right,
I'm
confused.
aware.
Okay.
Hulk Hogan.
Look at these
Now
pop-ups,
I am
brother.
confused, asshole. No, I was gonna ask you if you're a bigger fan of him because of wrestling or because of the Hulk, but obviously.
No, I was a big fan of his because of the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
And he is the Hulk. I mean, all
He
this.
seems cool too.
He's-
Every time I've seen like him and other things.
Well, all these CGI Hulks and everything. You know who provides the voiceover for them? Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah. Nice.
Which is funny because he is deaf and he
He's
has
deaf.
a speech impediment.
Yeah, speech impediment, and basically he learned how to read lips at the age of like 9 or 10 because he got sick when he was a kid. He got one of that fever.
Like yellow fever.
Some type of fever, and basically he developed a hearing problem, and they didn't know. And that's one of the reasons.
Is he fully deaf or like?
He's partial, but he has to read lips. That's why he has a speech impediment.
Interesting.
And the thing is that with Lou Ferrigno, a lot of people don't know. One of the reasons why he got into bodybuilding was because he was picked on. And so he basically started building himself up, and he's a big guy. He's 6'5".
Yeah.
He's one of the tallest bodybuilders out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at the age of 24, 25, he went against Arnold Schwarzenegger for Mr. Olympia, and his first time ever, he came in 3rd place.
Wow.
And then after that. After that,
did Arnold Schwarzenegger win it his first time? So
no, Arnold Schwarzenegger won it about like 6.
Yeah, he was like
he won about 6. He won like 6 years in a row, and then he retired after that. And then the reason why Lou Ferrigno never competed again was because they picked him up for the Incredible Hulk.
Nice.
And you know that he's not the original Incredible Hulk. You know who was the original Incredible Hulk? What's the guy's name from
Welcome to the Incredible Hulk podcast.
The guy who played in 007, Joe Mouth,
Jaws?
The guy, with the teeth and everything. Yeah. He was the original Incredible Hulk. They got him because he's like 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
So what happened was when they were filming it, one of the director's sons was on filming, like in the day of filming, he was on the set, and he saw him and he goes, he says, that's not the Incredible Hulk. And there was a magazine, a bodybuilding magazine on the table. He goes, that's the Hulk. And it was a cover of Lou Ferrigno.
Wow.
So they were like, bring him in. They brought him in. There's the guy is like 6'1" from Jaws, from the 007.
Yeah.
He's like 6'1", 7'1", 7'2", or something like that. Lou Ferrigno's 6'5", but he's still 6'5" is pretty tall.
Yeah.
And he had the physique. And then in the original Incredible Hulk movie, there's a part when that they were filming with the other guy, the original Hulk, that you still see him on the footage when a tree falls down and he picks it up. You see it's not Lou Ferrigno, it's that guy, but then they had to reshoot it and they shot just that footage.
Interesting.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah, see? So I'm a big Incredible Hulk. I used to love watching that, and that was one of my favorites. And the reason why I loved it so much, I'm getting into details now, but
go for
the reason why I loved it so much was because when they made it for TV, they had him as David Banner. But in the comic book, his name is Bruce Banner. The reason why back in the 70s they didn't want it to make him Bruce Banner was because 10 years prior to that, the Batman came along and Adam West was Bruce Wayne. So the creators was like, we don't want to have this character. Bruce Banner. Basically it came out in 78. Batman was in 66. They were like, we don't want people to associate Bruce Banner with Bruce Wayne. So they changed it. So Stan Lee,
Marvel versus DC.
Stan Lee basically said he has the rights to the Hulk. So basically he said that's okay, but make sure you put the name Bruce in the title. So I don't know if you noticed that when they showed in the beginning the tombstone of Dr. David Banner, it says David Bruce Banner. So they got away with it like that, but he was David Banner. And so basically the whole thing with the Hulk was supposed to talk. But they were like, we don't want him to talk, because the whole thing about it is we want to make him like the Frankenstein monster, where he don't talk, but he's angry, but he doesn't harm anybody. So they got that concept of like, we don't want him to talk, because in the comic book he says Hulk smash and little words here and there. Though they didn't want that, so they only had Lou Ferrigno do raw, and that was basically it. But he was a gentle giant. He never hurt anybody. He never hurt kids. He always saved people. Even with the bad guys, he only flung them because it was more like a love story. It was like people fell in love with the monster. That's one of the reasons why it got canceled. It didn't get canceled because of the ratings. It got canceled due to the fact that Bill Bixby, Lou Ferrigno was asking more money. He wanted more money because he's the Hulk, and there was a dispute there where they were like, "Well, we paying Bill Bixby. He's Bill Bixby," and they just stopped filming, and they stopped for like 5 years, and they came back together and started doing TV movies. There you go, Incredible Hulk.
There you go.
My back feels better now.
Oh, good. Good.
It was funny, not that I was ignoring you in any way, shape, or form, but as we were sitting here, I was Googling to see what the best top 50 shows to binge watch were.
Yeah.
And of those, it's amazing how many none of us have said. Let's just go through this list and say yes or no, right?
Okay, yeah, let's
go. So the first one here is Damages. Never heard of it.
No.
All right.
It's probably Canadian.
Sense8.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Spell it.
SENSE, the number 8.
Nope.
Okay. Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, we've all
definitely heard of that. My brother loves that
it.
show.
The League.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Arrow.
I heard of it. That's,
Never seen it.
a superhero.
Yeah.
Top of the Lake.
What?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Who makes these
Fringe.
lists? Fringe?
J.J. Abrams.
I have heard of Fringe. Fringe, I think was the one. I don't know if they're still. I don't think they're still filming it, but Fringe had Jackson. I can't even think of his name. Joshua Jackson in it, and it was a really weird, really super weird sci-fi show. It was pretty cool. I've only watched the first few episodes, but it was pretty neat. I actually met Joshua Jackson.
Nice. There you go.
In Paris.
I don't brag.
Psych.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
I've never
That's a
heard-
good one. I've watched that one.
What's Psych?
It's Psych. The guy looks just like Scotty Fusion.
What?
Yeah, look it up. The guy looks like Scotty
This
Fusion.
is still another series that was absolutely brilliant for several reasons and then ran out of steam. The comedy procedural works best when it's wrestling for other genres.
Your performance voice.
But the chemistry between Sean and Gus never wears thin, even when the writing and the casework does. Never heard of it.
Yeah, the whole thing about it, he's a genius. His father is like
The one that looks like Scotty Fusion?
Yeah, he's a
That
genius.
casting.
But the way he helps out the cops because he could solve things, but they don't want him around. So he makes believe he's a psychic, and Gus
Wait a
is
minute.
so he goes, oh, and then Gus is like, all right, he's got something, and he looks around and like he starts saying, he grabbed that pole and he hit him over the head and he died right there, and they were like, oh my gosh, how did you know that? And then he
That's
starts.
not the one where he's a germaphobe.
He gets he gets himself into the case to help him out, and he solves the problem because they think he's psychic, but he's not. He's just a genius, and Gus knows. Gus is his friend, and he plays it along with him. It's pretty
funny.
cool.
Huh.
Unlike Dexter, who had solved the crime, but he was the murderer.
I want to see
Yes!
that so bad.
That was a good show.
I want to see that show so bad.
You've never seen it?
I've never seen
You never
it.
seen
Really?
Dexter?
I know. Was that another HBO one or no?
That was a Showtime one.
See,
Maybe.
all these like
But you could find
HBO,
those online
Showtime,
now.
those I don't
Yeah,
know.
you can find it online.
Netflix, yeah.
Dude.
Really?
Yeah,
It's on
I think
Netflix?
so. I think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
I need to
Dude,
Netflix
his sister was beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Huh.
All right, get the pop rocks out.
Yeah.
Speaking of it, Bloodline?
Bloodline.
Bloodline. Never heard of it.
Never
Heard
heard
of
of
True
it.
Blood, but never
No.
Bloodline.
Quantum Leap. I can't believe that's a binge watch, but all
I
right.
remember watching that
used to
back
be
in
a
the
good
day.
show. Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
Here's Dexter.
All right.
Okay.
8 seasons deep of that. Family Guy. Yeah.
That's good.
Alias. I've only seen that a couple times.
But see, I don't really think shows like Family Guy should be on. When I'm binge watching, I want something that has a full arc from start to from season opener to series finale.
We don't have to agree with this list.
I don't agree with this.
How I Met Your Mother.
Man.
All right.
Nah. Portlandia. You guys ever seen that?
I
I've
never
heard of it, but
I've watched
never...
it once. Couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That's a good
I
one.
heard of
There's
that
a
one.
show.
That's
I
a
like
good
watching
one.
that.
I've never seen it, but I've heard of it.
I've only binge watched it once. I was staying with a friend up in Cleveland, and I think he was at work or something. So I'm like, "What's this?" And I watched like 5 episodes. It's really good.
Nice.
Really good.
Yeah, the more you watch it, the deeper you get, the better it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a funny bunch of people. Then once Danny DeVito gets on as a full-time...
I haven't
he's
seen
really
it yet
funny,
with
yeah.
him. So yeah, Charles
Good.
Day's great,
Mhm.
and I can't think of the other character or actors' names, but it's a really, really good show.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is one of my early binge watches. Lost. Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord.
Really?
My
So I
God.
watched the first season, and then I fell off, and I was kind of glad I did at the end because I heard the end was like a big letdown.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah.
It's like the snow globe from St. Elsewhere, wherever it was.
Yeah.
Kidding
Snow
me?
Globe from St. Elsewhere.
Wasn't that? Yeah, St. Elsewhere. That was the
I remember
hospital
St.
show.
Elsewhere,
Right.
yeah.
And the whole
Elsewhere.
thing, they at the very last thing, they pull back from the hospital. They keep pulling back. It's a snow globe inside of an
that's
autistic boy's head. It was
right.
all his imagination.
That's right.
It's like,
I
come
do
on.
remember.
It's like one of the worst endings ever from a TV show ever.
Yeah, that's good.
House of Cards, mention that.
Yeah, we mentioned that.
Rectify, never heard of that.
Rectify.
3 seasons deep.
Gosh, there's a lot on here. None of us have heard of.
Terriers.
Oh, jeez.
Never heard of that.
Terriers.
Better Off Ted.
I have heard of Better Off Ted, but I don't.
I heard that. I remember that song. Remember? Too sexy for my shirt. Isn't that guy?
That's Right Said Fred.
Oh, my bad.
This one sounds like it should be right up your alley, Jimmy. Black Mirror. No, not.
I've heard.
No, just because of what the description is.
No,
here.
I've heard of it. Yeah, I don't remember what I've heard, but I've heard. I remember being intrigued when I heard it. What's the description?
It's severely biting social commentary about the current and future technology age at the form of a twisted, dark Twilight Zone episode.
Oh.
It's an incredible 6 episodes of television. So I don't know. Watch one episode and you'll be hooked. It says.
Black Mirror.
That's why I've never heard of it because it's. Never heard
of it. Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Bloodline.
Is Bloodline on there twice?
Yeah, I think it is. Luther, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Luther, that Luther's the new show. That's the Satan comes to Earth.
Huh?
I don't know.
Firefly.
I think that's a song.
Oh, here's one. The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I loved that show. It was so funny.
I've never heard of it.
It was the redhead from The Office.
Oh!
It was great. And it was also, what's her name from 30 Rock? The blonde, what's her name? And I forget. Produced by Tina Fey. Very funny.
Tina Fey's funny.
I've been trying to remember the name of this show, and I bet you would know it, Scotty. It was a cartoon, and the main character had brown hair, glasses, kind of nerdy. It was like a 90s show.
Cartoon?
Yeah, it was a cartoon. It was like on MTV or something. It was.
Ring a bell.
Oh, fudge! I was really relying on you. You let me down again.
On HBO, on MTV.
Darla's World or something like that.
It sounds vaguely familiar.
I don't remember.
It was so good. I can't remember either.
Orange is the New Black? That's really good.
I've never seen that show.
That's really good.
I've heard amazing things about it. I've never seen it.
It's really good. And it took me probably 2 seasons before I realized that the woman from that was actually Captain Janeway from Voyager, Star Trek Voyager. I had no idea it was the same woman. When she's gained a lot of weight, she talks with a Russian accent. I had no idea.
I love when those moments happen when, like, you all of a sudden realize that you recognize somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Mad Men?
Never seen Mad Men.
Also very good. Don Draper, yes. Here's yours. Archer, right here.
Hells yeah.
Yeah.
Archer is really, really good. Do you guys know what Archer is?
Yeah. Burt Reynolds is on it.
Oh my god, he totally is!
Yeah, duh.
Oh my god! Wait, he's the voice of the...
The guy with the salt and pepper hair?
Yeah! I never put that together.
Yeah, it's him.
I still want him on my podcast, Mr. Fusion.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, baby.
All right, let's do the top 5 here.
Okay.
Sherlock? Never heard of it.
I have heard of it, but I didn't like it. I saw a few episodes and I was like, eh.
Friday Night Lights. Why that's even in this list? Pass.
Yeah, pass.
Louis?
This is the top 5?
Never heard of Louis. Louis number 4, whatever that is.
Louis... well, I have heard of Louis. Is that the Louis C.K. one? Is that Louis C.K. show? I think so.
I don't know. Arrested Development may be the most offbeat, but Louis is the most human. It could be wildly funny. It could be irrelevant.
I think I heard... Arrested Development's another one I definitely need to watch. I've only seen like one episode of that. If that. Maybe only half an episode. It's shameful.
Walking Dead?
Ugh.
No?
Love it.
Freaks and Geeks?
What do you mean, no? Love it!
I'm asking you. You seen it?
Walking Dead? I'm about to throw my phone at you.
And the number 1, Breaking Bad.
Nice.
There you go. So,
awesome.
I'll also add to that list, also because my friend's on it, The Blacklist. It's a really, really good show on NBC, and it's great for binge watching. It's have you heard of it?
No.
So The Blacklist stars James Spader, and he is like the world's most wanted, right? Like just the biggest.
Oh yeah, he's a badass.
Very, very bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
And episode 1, so I'm not spoiling anything. I think it's even the opening scene. He walks into like the FBI headquarters, and kneels on his knees, hands behind his head, gives himself up. And they're like, why is this dude giving himself up? And he will only talk to Agent Elizabeth Keene, and it's her first day on the job, and she is the only person he will talk to. And she has no idea why, no clue what the relationship is. And so from episode 1, you're trying to figure out what his motives are. Why would he turn himself in? But essentially, he helps the FBI catch all these other people on what's called the blacklist. It's such a high level of bad guys that they're like, a lot of them are underground. Like, nobody even knows that these guys even, in the real world, knows that these guys even exist. But the FBI is trying to catch them. And James Spader helps them catch him. So you're trying to figure out why is he doing this, but at the same time they're like, let's not bite the hand that feeds us because we're catching all these bad guys. And it's really, 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 really good. And my friend Amir, he plays Aram, who is the IT nerd on the show, and he is also my guest in episode 10, I think it was. So rewind and listen to that one. But such a good show. Highly recommend it.
All right, I highly recommend Scorpion. I love Scorpion.
What's Scorpion?
Scorpion is basically these guys who are like all these like high tech nerds that are like they go geniuses, and they in a group, and then like basically they work in a group, and then like they go. It's like a MacGyver type of, but it's a team.
Yeah.
Like like the other day, the episode was they go to space, and like they trying to figure out how we gonna get back, and like the nerd goes to space and say, I mean, it's an awesome show. It's called Scorpion.
Do you know what? Excuse me, what channel?
Yep, NBC, and it comes on Tuesdays.
Boom, boom,
oh, as a matter of fact, today's Tuesday, so tonight I get to watch Scorpion. That's what's up. Yes, I believe it's at 9 o'clock.
You better do your live session quick then.
No, I don't do it quick. I'm for my fans.
Oh, okay. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, by the way, people, in case you don't know, Captain KVJ goes live every Tuesday. So y'all should check him out.
7:30, baby. Yeah. Come on, jump on board. You know what I mean? Facebook, baby. Facebook Live.
So.
Binge eating.
Oh.
Today I ate an entire can of that squirty cheese.
Oh,
the one where you press the nozzle.
Cheese whiz stuff?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, is it like a knockoff version?
No, it was the stuff, the cheese that comes in a can with the spray tip.
Nice.
I ate the entire freaking can today.
I remember when that first came out in late 80s, early 90s,
Probably.
something like that. Oh, it was the best thing ever. Grab a Ritz cracker or something.
I'm a little disgusted with myself. I had these little pita crisp things. And I ran out of crackers, so I was just squirting the cheese right into my mouth.
That's the way to do it, baby.
I'm like, what the hell am I thinking?
That's the way to do it.
That was my binge eat today.
Oh, I love it.
I feel so gross just even talking about it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm trying to remember my last good binge eating was Mother's Day. I had a crap ton of cupcakes. And Jordan helped me, but I ate most of the crap ton.
Yeah, girl.
They were so good. And they weren't even Publix. They were Target, but they were still so good. So good. And the last drinking I could say that I did was, so my first day at my current job, I walk in to the surprise of a bottle of champagne. And my boss kept that. So, have you had the champagne yet? So I kept saying no. So, Saturday, I realized I have a bottle of champagne. This is 2 Saturdays ago. Bottle of champagne and a nice big bottle of orange juice.
Oh, mimosas.
What am I going to do with these? Said the lonely orange juice to the lonely champagne bottle. I'm going to introduce them to my mouth.
Nice.
It was awesome.
Into my belly.
Into my belly. And it was great. I had the best Saturday of half-ass packing ever. It was great.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
What do you like to binge eat?
Pizza.
I'll
go to the pizzeria, get a whole pie, and eat it by myself.
That's the way to do
I've been known to go into Publix and get one of those pecan ring danishes and eat the. It's a Danish.
Yeah.
It's a ring, a pecan ring, with like maple drizzle on it.
Oh, my mouth just watered.
I've been known to consume an entire one of those in the front seat of my car, thinking that I'm going to take it or take it to work or whatever, and I ate the whole damn thing.
You know what I was thinking about this morning?
I'm not the only one, thank God.
You know what I was thinking about this morning? Do you remember my birthday last year? You came into I was at the studio, KVJ studio, and you brought me Jupiter Donuts?
I did, yeah.
They move in here.
Are they?
They're moving across the street.
Yeah. Shut up, I'm in trouble.
That's serious. They're moving across the street here in Boyan.
Oh my gosh, because I'm not even joking, I was thinking about the donut this morning. It was like a breakfast donut, and it had ketchup, which sounds gross.
Ketchup and bacon,
didn't it?
So
good.
Yeah,
and I ate my face off with those things that morning, and I was thinking about it. I totally...
Oh, it was ketchup. They made it special one. Because they were talking about weird combinations.
Yeah.
Special ketchup, bacon, donuts.
So good. And now they're moving here.
Yeah, they're moving here. There was something that just... right up the block, there's the shopping center across the street from Publix over here. There was something in the corner that just closed down.
Nice.
They opening up over here, right up the block on Gateway.
Jupiter Donut Shop? Or
Yeah,
Factory?
the Jupiter Donut Shop is moving here.
Donut Factory, right?
I don't think it's Factory
Shop.
Yeah, it's moving here.
Yeah.
Okay, up the block. Up the block from you.
I'm in trouble.
Have some ketchup with some donuts and mimosas.
In my belly.
In my belly. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little bit out of it right now. My back hurts.
It's all right. No one
Pop
knows.
rock's kicking in.
Yeah. It's the worst. Back pain is the worst, man.
Yeah.
You're like kind of breathing deep over there, like you're ready to give birth or something.
You know what? This is an old wrestling injury.
Oh.
You know, from practicing, like taking clotheslines over the rope.
Yep.
Oh.
And just constantly doing, and it just...
Did you see, because we were talking, before we started recording, we were talking about Andrea for a second.
Yeah.
Because she's no longer going to be doing the games over at FAU.
Right, FAU.
Did you see what she's doing now?
Yeah, she's at NXT.
Yeah, she's a WWE ring announcer now. Isn't that awesome?
She's hot.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she's a nice person. She's great.
Yeah,
I know people that work there.
Yeah,
no big deal for me. It's all good. This is nonchalant.
Okay.
I'm Papa J, you know what I mean?
Papa J, all right.
I'm Scotty Fusion, damn it.
I'm telling you, you need a shirt that says that. All right, guys. Well,
We done?
I guess so.
Now we get to talk in private now.
So,
I got one more bag of Pop Rocks here, Jim.
Oh, let's naughty.
I can go get some more soda.
You got soda?
No.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, y'all. For
Thank
real.
y'all for
Got
being
nothing but
on
love for
again.
y'all.
It was fun.
I'm gonna sing to you. Ready?
Yeah.
Take my hand, take my whole life too. If I can help falling in love with you somewhere over the rainbow.
Alrighty then. All right, should we
I'm
hands
thinking
in?
of you.
Should we hands in?
Hands in.
Yes, hands in.
Hey, Pop.
1, 2, 3, Pop Squad! Y'all are the best.
Later.
Hate
Be
you.
good. Love you.
Hate you.
Thinking of you.
Hate you.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Hate you.
That one right there.
Hate you.
You have successfully curved the cube.